Hey friends, it's Kiana. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I have a little story time for you. This is the story of how I met a crystal wizard at the Tucson swap meet. So this was in my early vending days, probably between 2017 and 2018. I'm leaning more towards 2017. This sounds like a early Kiana up from the skies lore. But I would set up my little pop-up shop at different events, and I was always looking for new events to vend at and sell my crystal jewelry at. And so I was doing some research online, looking for little spots that I could set up my little portable shop. And I found information about a swap meet in Tucson. I wasn't exactly sure what a swap meet was, but I was yet to find out. So this swap meet was like a year-round event. I'm pretty sure it happened like every week. And I was like, whoa, that's so cool. I can set up here every week if I have a good experience here. So we figured out a date and got the crystals all loaded up in the car and got on the road to Tucson. We picked up one of our friends from vending. He would always set up with us. He was a really great guy, really good at wire wrapping too. But yeah, so we pick up our friend, we hop in the car, we're all driving to Tucson. It's good vibes. We're listening to music, chatting it up, just having a great little road trip on the road to Tucson to the swap meet. So by the time we got to Tucson, it was late evening maybe. It was looking pretty dark outside. So we have our little GPS going and we're driving around, and then we pull up, we see a sign that says swap meet. So we pull in, and it was not at all what we had anticipated or expected. So we pull up, and it's basically a giant carnival. And we're like, what the heck? Like, this is the swap meet? So we're driving in, there's crowds of people like running around the car, and we're trying to figure out like where to park. We're trying to figure out where the vending situation is at. We're driving a little further and there's people everywhere, and we spotted a security guard. So we pull up to this guy because we weren't sure we were in the right place. So we pull up to the guy, we ask him like, hey, is this the swap meet? And he's like, oh yeah, just go to the back. And we're like, all right. So we're making our way through these big crowds of people. There's rides that look very questionable. But yeah, so we're making our way around. Mind you, where we were in Tucson was like decently close to the border. So as we're making our way through this like questionable carnival, we end up going through this market that looks kind of like a street market that you'd see in Mexico. There's people selling fruit and vegetables out of trucks. I ended up getting a $5 bag of avocados. They were huge and they were the best avocados I've ever had. So we're pulling around. We keep seeing booths that kind of look like yard sale vibes. There's like dolls without heads, lawnmowers, bicycle parts, spoons, just a whole hodgepodge of different vendors selling very different items. And we were like, all right, well, let's set up. So we get our little booth set up. Surprisingly, we actually had a couple of people come check out our stuff. I think we might have sold like one or two little necklaces. I was like, hey, we made a few sales, not too bad. It was a little spooky just because none of us really knew where we were, what was going on exactly, but you know, we're trying to do business. We're trying to sell some crystals, sell some good vibes. Everybody was super nice still. They could tell we were just kind of young and confused, but we were doing our thing. And then as the night started to get a little later, there was a voice from beyond that said, what are you guys doing here? A man with a big suitcase approached our booth, and he was like, you guys look a little bit like you don't belong here. And we were like, oh, sorry, like, is this your spot? What, we were just kind of confused. And he's like, no, like, this just isn't the place to sell crystals. And we were like, oh, okay. And this man opens up his huge suitcase and has the most insane collection of faceted gemstones, like super fancy, precious gems in this big suitcase. And we're like, what are you doing here? We ended up chatting it up with this guy, and he was so nice. He was really impressed by my friend's wire wrapping skills and his necklaces that he made. He was really impressed that we were all so young and we were doing our best to sell some pretty crystals and make some handmade jewelry. He ended up inviting us back to his house to meet his wife, who is also a wire wrapper, meet his family, and come see his crystal collection in person. We were like, yeah, heck yeah. So we ended up packing everything up and heading back to his place. We were still a little nervous because we just met this man at a swap meet. I would, definitely not recommend just doing that. We were young, and this is just a story, so don't follow my guidance in that way. Be safe. But I was young. So we ended up getting back to this guy's house. We met his wife. She was super sweet and super talented at wire wrapping as well. And then he takes us to the room where his collection was on display. This man had the craziest collection I had ever seen. He had so many crazy specimens and just so many crystals that I had never seen or even dreamed of. I was so blown away. He even had a crystal that was radioactive, and he let us all hold it, which was terrifying, but super cool too. So he put it in each of our hands, and as he placed it in my hand, he told me, if you drop this entire house is gonna be quarantined. I was like, oh, okay, and I handed it right back to him. This man had been collecting crystals for so many years. He lived in Tucson, so he would always attend the gem show and get the craziest pieces for his personal collection. He ended up telling us that he was selling a portion of his collection. He had a friend in Egypt who was digging for dinosaur bones and had invited him to come join in. So he's like, I'm a little short on my budget for my ticket, so if you guys are interested in these crystals, I'll give you all these crystals for $400. We were like, dude, what? They were the craziest crystals ever. So we ended up buying the crystals. We gave him his money for his adventure in Egypt. He gave us each a hug and a little handmade gift to go with us on our travels. We met as strangers and parted as friends. On the ride home, we were flying on vibes and new crystals. I unfortunately don't have those crystals anymore, but I do have pictures that we had taken after that trip. So I'll scoot over and I'll insert those here. So these are these are the pieces that we got. We got some crazy opals, we got meteorites, we got sapphire, tanzanite, topaz, emerald, ruby. There were just so many incredible pieces with that collection. But yeah, that's the story of how we met a crystal wizard at the Tucson swap meet. Just a disclaimer, I wouldn't recommend just following any stranger that you meet at a swap meet or anywhere. I was young and I made questionable decisions, but don't follow my guidance in that way. Always be safe. But thank you so much for watching my story time. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed those pictures of that incredible collection we got from that kind man. We got really lucky. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you'd like to like and subscribe, I would love to see you again. I will see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.